That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
You're set, lady! Must 56! Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Swift. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Leo. Ready?
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
60 out more.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's get it. Ready, break. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. You. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones.
Got you, boy.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Check 43. X3.
On first down at Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down now. It's Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. A spin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's complete. Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 46-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
On the ball.
Second and 11. Caught by Allen. And shoving his way inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Running on first down, Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down. 60 outlaw. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Fire.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start this.
And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he finds Danny Amendola. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check me out. Shift. Watch the shift. Hard. SOS.
Here's Jackson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it'll bring up third down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. A first down carry here for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now at Ford Field, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
40 got. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun. Stafford is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Open man, it's Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go.
2nd and 1. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Dylan Cantrell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
31 yards there and a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. Stafford. Complete to Jones. 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Lions. 42 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Push him back.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He completes it to Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check. 40's mark.
Ready?
Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Flush to his right. Now hit. And he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. Allen, the intended receiver.
32.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big